Hello everyone, welcome to Yamaguchi Japan Speaking YouTube Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Issa. This is episode 90th, 090. So I have just finished to make the temporary data for the Canvas and the magnet series artwork. Temporarily finished. I mean, they're making data of them, which this series is named Why Are Living Shells 2018-08. So I'm making seven designs. So, and maybe I will I will make the next 2 or 3 of them, but not now. So there is each design contains numbers. Or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. I think to be honest, I like numbers. So that's why this Speaking Tube Radio has numbers. Episode 1 to episode. This episode is episode 90th, and I emphasize in the first of the. This program or 9 or something. So it is, to be honest, it's I always considered about the number. Which one? 70s or 80s or something? 80s or something. But just because I have tendency to concern about their figures, numbers. Anyway, and I will check this data tomorrow, and I think it is important to check there after 1 day or 2 days. I've already mentioned because I will check their the work more calmly, more cool vision, more objective vision, I think. Anyway, today I will talk about on and off. In Japan, some people say today is on, well, today is off. Which means it's kind of on the job or not on the job. It is the Japanese means that to use that way. So, but I never concerned about recognize today is on, today is off. I'm an artist. In some point of view, I'm always on, or some point of view, I'm always off. So it is meaningless to draw the line between on and off. But some people say it is on. Today on. Now, I imagine that type of people say today's on is very negative feeling. Not so. It's on. But answers are different. It's on. It's very bad emotion, with bad emotion, and it's off is off. I can do what I want to do, something enjoyable, go to gamble or something, and or shopping or something. I don't know, to be honest. Of course, it depends on the people, but I think almost all people who say that kind of on is negative image and a bad image, I think, and off is very free, and they can express themselves during off. It's very sad. And so their conclusion is, conclude in that kind of people don't like their jobs. I think it is really bad. I can admit there, if the people do any jobs, there's a bad side and a good side or bad side, of course, but I think that kind of people recognize their own jobs, 99% or at least 90% with negative feeling, bad thing they recognize. They cannot separate themselves, and they are not enjoyable at all. So this is their just endure. Endurance is very important if you have objective, or purpose, I mean. But just endure something very hardships, I mean, and without any purpose is useless. I've already mentioned that. So it's not good for their mental mindset, bad effect, I mean. So, but on the other hand, I think that type of people generally speaking, work for only one company, and almost all of them work for one company for a long time, 10 years or 20 years or something. It's very severe. I cannot imagine that. And in my situation is perfectly different and opposite side of that. The people who work for only one company for a long time, and in the first place, I'm an artist. I make artworks, and so in my situation is I make clay work and painting and sometimes magnets and canvas design, and without any client. It's very free. I can express anything what I want to do. It's very happy. And I sometimes a teacher of fine art, a sculpture now, and of course a descent, the advisor for other artists, and I sometimes teach and who teach and those who will take we have entrance examinations, and in English I teach English. I teach them English, not in English, and so sometimes I take a translation job, but not recently. to be honest. I'm not so interested in to translate just on the critical text. It's not so interesting, but the interesting is something like an artist wrote. The textbook artist wrote. It's interesting to translate for me. I'd like to take a little bit that kind of job. So, and I can, and so kind of, I can judge which job I can take, and I do, or I want to do. So, and it's possible to, if that job is just disgusting, I can decline their offer, and very without any stress, without just I want to assert. I can be assertive for their that job, taking or not taking. Of course, once I take the job, I do completely the very refined way, of course. But I can, before taking job, I can judge and I can assess the job. So it is very good, and including that. And deciding and including and my studies and I'm still studying English, and I'm still studying how to recognize in the world. I know world. And yes, and I'm also a student of the Open University of Japan, and which is some kind of college, the university. I'm sometimes learn the psychology, and sometimes more general matters of Japan, and sometimes study Latin language. So everything affect our jobs, So, and sleeping and eating, everything is concerned about. Everything is tightly linked. That jobs and studies. And of course, to maintain my body good shape. It is also a very important thing, because health is must for my must affect our jobs or making at work. So it is my core work, but I can control there which time I make my artworks, which type of materials I use in this time or something. I can choose, I can decide some kind of jurisdiction I have. So in that mean, I'm always on, but I think 99% of them are very with what I have been doing, evoke very good feeling, not bad, disgusting aversion or something. Very good feeling. Fluidity. I like that. Anyway, it is a big important. It is an important process to achieve my ideal ideal mind. The purpose of or objective. Purpose. Objective of my life. Okay. So that's why it is very difficult to answer the question. Is it on or off? On the job or not? I mean, I think I'm always on or always off. That's the only answer. Okay, thank you for listening to Speaking Tube Radio. Sorry, one more. Sorry. Thank you for listening to Speaking Tube Radio. Have a nice day. Balete.